I'm going to call this regularly scheduled meeting of the Minneapolis City Council to order. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Kano is absent. Councilmember Reich is absent. Councilmember Bender.
Here.
Glidden.
Here.
Yang.
Here.
Johnson is absent. Quincy.
Here.
Warsami is absent. Goodman.
Present.
Fry.
Here.
Palmisano is absent. Gordon.
Here.
President Johnson.
Here.
There are 8 members present.
We have a quorum present. The next item on the agenda is adoption of the agenda, and I have a motion to amend the agenda to include under the order of resolutions a resolution declaring the week of February 6th to the 12th as 2017 as Super Bowl 52 handoff week. Any discussion? Is there a second on that motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Then a motion to adopt the agenda is in order as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Next, we have acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting of January 13, 2017, and the adjourned session held January 17, 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Next, we have referral petitions, communications, and reports to proper committees.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. The committees, the reports of the standing committees are next, and the first is Committee of the Whole, and that committee is chaired by the Council Vice President Elizabeth Glidden.
Thanks, Madam President. We have one item. It is approving Minneapolis for a Lifetime and Age-Friendly City Action Plan with an associated staff direction, and I move that item.
Councilmember Glidden has moved the Committee of the Whole report. Any discussion on that item? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
There are 9 ayes.
That report is adopted. Next, we have the Community Development Regulatory Services Report. That committee is chaired by Councilmember Goodman.
Thank you, Madam President. There are 14 items on our agenda for approval today. They include a very notable project in the 4th Ward, which is the Pillsbury United Communities bond issuance for a grocery store in a food island on the north side. Items number 2 are liquor business and gambling applications, a license settlement conference, rental license dwelling conditions, grant acceptances, refinancing of subordination of city debt, the MPHA board appointments for this cycle, a change in the city's loan asset policy, TOD grant awards, and then MnDOT deed grant awards. Item 11 is LCDA and TOD grant awards. 12 is community garden implementation report. 13 is a change in ownership at 7 acquisition. And item number 14 are amendments to the Target Center renovation to allow for non-city funding for the project. With that, I'll move items 1 through 14 for approval this morning.
Councilmember Goodman has moved the Community Development and Regulatory Services Report. Anyone want to pull off any of those items? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Palmisano.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
There are 10 ayes.
That report is adopted.
Nothing.
Next, we have the Public Safety, Civil Rights, and Emergency Management Report. That committee is chaired by Councilmember Yang.
Thank you, Madam President. Today we have 4 items for approval. First item is a bomb disposal unit grant acceptance. The second item is an agreement with the U of M for their full field house use. The third item is a grant acceptance from the Joyce Foundation for Police Community Engagement. And the fourth item is a contract amendment with Rupert Half International for the Civil Rights Department. And with that, I will move all 4 items for approval.
Councilmember Yang has moved the Public Safety Report. Any discussion on any of those items? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Kano.
Aye.
Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Just making sure that was me.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Palmisano.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
Or the
There are
Target
11
Center stuff.
ayes.
That report is adopted. Next, we have the Transportation and Public Works Report. That committee is chaired by Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Madam President. The committee forwards 12 items today.
The first item is the 4th Street Southeast 25th Avenue Southeast 20th Avenue Southeast Reconstruction Project and a series of actions to proceed with that work. Item 2 is similar, same area, but another section of 4th Street, and a series of actions to proceed with that work as a reconstruction project. Item 3 is the 18th Avenue Northeast, Monroe Street to Johnson Street, also a reconstruction project and a series of actions to proceed with that. Item 4 is the storm sewer cleaning contract amendment with Vortec Hydro back to do that work. Item 5 is the ready mix concrete contract amendment with Chemstone Products. Again, an amendment to continue with their work. Item 6 is the 2017 street resurfacing program, project designation and setting public hearings. And there's a series of locations listed, 7 in total. Item 7 is the street easement deed for Hennepin County for a portion of 2408 Victory Memorial Drive. Item 8 is the Great Northern Winter Dinner Block Event Permit to allow them to go outside of the normal time of activity. Item 9 is the impound lot auction service contract with COPAD, and that's an authorizing negotiation agreement with them. Item 10 is the impound lot towing contracts, authorizing termination with Wrecker Services. Item 11 is the bid for Columbia Heights Filtration Plant roofing project, and that's acceptance of a low bid. And likewise, the bid for the upgrading of the program logic controller is also an exception of a low bid with Control Incorporated. Madam President, I move all items.
Councilmember Reich has moved the Transportation Public Works report. Anyone want to pull any of those items off? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Kano.
Aye.
Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Palmisano.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
There are 11 ayes.
That report is adopted. Next, we have the Ways and Means report. That committee is chaired by Councilmember Quincy.
Thank you, Madam President. Ways and Means brings forward 18 items for your consideration this morning. The first is an acquisition of real estate in North Minneapolis for municipal operations purposes. There is also a grant acceptance from the DID with a contract amendment for the Downtown 100 and the Focus 1824 agreement. And there are a series of 4 legal settlements. And item number 7 is an amendment to a cooperative agreement for community education energy efficient pilot projects. We have a gift acceptance for attendance at the 2017 Super Bowl. Item number 9 is the agreement extension between Hennepin County and the city regarding the Office to End Homelessness. Item 10 is a contract amendment with Metropolitan Emergency Services Board. We also have the 2016 fourth quarter gift and donation acceptance. Approval of bids for outdoor warning siren installation project. Item number 13 is a resolution allocating proceeds from the 40th Street West and France Avenue land sale to the Water Fund. Item number 14 is a contract amendment for expansion of the ServiceNow contract. Item number 15 is donation of decommissioned computing equipment to select nonprofit organizations. There's about 500 pieces of equipment that are obsolete in the city that are going to those nonprofits, as well as a contract amendment with Lockridge Grindle Nowen for aviation-related federal representation services, contract for the Certified Languages International for phone interpreting services, and the final item is a contract with the Counterterrorism Education Learning Lab for a Train the Trainer special event community awareness program. I would be happy to move all 18 items for approval.
Councilmember Quincy has moved the Ways and Means report. Any discussion on any of those items? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Kano.
Aye.
Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Palmisano.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye on all items except I'm abstaining on 18.
President Johnson.
Aye.
There are 11 ayes on the report except for number 18, which has 10 ayes and 1 abstention.
Those items are adopted. Next, we have the Zoning and Planning report. That committee is chaired by Councilmember Bender.
Thank you, Madam President. We have one item, which is a vacation at 1923 Lindell Avenue South for a small landlocked parcel there. I'll move that item.
Councilmember Bender has moved the Zoning and Planning report. Any discussion on that item? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Kano.
Aye.
Reich.
Aye.
Bender.
Aye.
Glidden.
Aye.
Yang.
Aye.
Quincy.
Aye.
Goodman.
Aye.
Fry.
Aye.
Palmisano.
Aye.
Gordon.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
There are 11 ayes.
That report is adopted. Next, we have the notice of ordinance introductions, excuse me. Councilmember Gooden gives notice of intent to introduce at the next regular meeting of the City Council the subject matter of an ordinance amending the code relating to liquor and beer, amending provisions related to temporary on-sale liquor licenses. That notice is given. Then we have the introduction and referral calendar. And then pursuant to notice, I am planning on the subject matter of an ordinance amending the code relating to the zoning code for first reading and referral to zoning and planning, increasing the per meeting stipend paid to members of the City Planning Commission and the Zoning Board of Adjustment. Any discussion on that introduction? Seeing none, all in approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries. Next, we have pursuant to notice, Councilmember Frye is introducing the subject matter of an ordinance amending the code relating to the zoning code for first reading and referral to the Zoning and Planning Committee, amending occupancy regulations. Any discussion on that introduction? Councilmember Quincy. Okay, excuse me. Any discussion? Councilmember Gordon.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm just curious, it just says amending occupancy regulations, and that's rather vague. Oftentimes, when we get an introduction, we get a slightly more of an indication about what direction or intention is behind the amendment. And if then there isn't any more information, I
Perhaps
appreciate that.
Councilmember Frye would like to respond. Councilmember Frye?
Madam President, thank you, Councilmember Gordon. Happy to clarify. It's amending zoning occupancy regulations. We're looking at the potential of lifting some of them. We don't know about the specifics yet. Obviously, there's quite a bit of engagement to do and a heck of a lot of work with staff. I give you my word that I will work with your office.
So that would be to increase occupancy.
Correct.
Any discussion then on the introduction? Seeing none, all in approval say aye. Opposed? No. That introduction passes. Next, we have resolutions. And under resolutions, we have an honorary resolution honoring LaTonya Green, who was our budget director and is pursuing a perhaps more important career as the Chief Financial Officer of the City of Brooklyn Park. And so we're delighted to have had her in the city, but wish her well in her new endeavor. So any discussion on that honorary resolution? Seeing none, all in approval say aye. Aye. Opposed? That carries. Next is the resolution that I introduced at the beginning of the meeting, and it's an honorary resolution declaring the week of February 6th through the 12th, 2017 Super Bowl 52 Handoff Week. And this is expressing our responsibility as a city to be the host of the next Super Bowl. Any discussion on that resolution? Seeing none, all in approval say aye. Aye. Opposed? That carries. Next, we have announcements. And I will just start by congratulating our colleague who very early this week, and I'm so pleased to see her here, Councilmember Lene Palmisano had a nice, healthy baby boy. So we're delighted to welcome you back. Oliver, and I can't remember his middle name. Oliver Leonard, yes. Okay, welcome back. Then in front of you is a document that was prepared by the City Coordinator's Office, and it's 2016 accomplishments of the City Council and the City of Minneapolis. And I would just encourage people to read it. It's a long document, and I've kind of highlighted some of the things that I think are of most interest. But it's really quite a list of accomplishments. And so I would encourage people to read it, and it'll be posted on the city's website. We're working on our goals, and the first is living well. We approved paid, safe, and sick time for most employees within the city limits. We have saved lives in our fire department our fire department, has saved lives by adding Narcan to the fire department's response strategies that they use. And it is amazing when we read our reports of activity from the fire department, how many people's lives they have saved with this medication this year. We have met or exceeded national standards for answering emergency calls and moved emergency communications, 911, from analog to digital. We have promoted community-oriented policing by continuing to rank #1 in all U.S. cities for national night out participation. We updated our animal care and control ordinance to set clear requirements around safety of animals. Under One Minneapolis, we're studying increasing the minimum wage. We outfitted all of our police officers across the city with body cameras. We have reduced evictions in partnership with Hennepin County through educational programs. We've increased rental housing quality by using a tiered licensing program that encourages and motivates landlords to make repairs. We conducted historic designation studies at underrepresented African American sites, including the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church and Tilson Built Homes, one of the nation's first private integrated housing developments. We made voting easier and more accessible by operating 4 early vote centers. Under a hub of economic activity and innovation, we surpassed the $1 billion mark for construction permits faster than any year on record. We began the Target Center, we began renovating Target Center inside and out. We set a record at our convention center with the highest revenues in the convention center's history, surpassing $19 million. We opened the Commons, a 4.2-acre green space that serves as a key part of the five-block Downtown East development project. We continue to connect community members to education and job training by partnering in the redevelopment of 800 West Broadway Avenue, home of the new North Minneapolis Workforce Center. We secured the opportunity to host ESPN's X Games in 2017 and 2018, energizing a new demographic passionate about extreme sports and contributing more than $42 million in economic impact to Minneapolis. Under Great Places, we made a landmark agreement with the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board to provide $800 million over the next 20 years to establish in an equitable fashion maintaining neighborhood parks and equitably addressing repaving city streets. We helped preserve affordable housing in Minneapolis through revisions of the city's investment policy and made over $9 million investments in affordable housing. We planted 1,200 trees via the annual City Trees program. And under A City That Works, we received AAA credit ratings, which reduces utility fees and tax rates for the bonds that we issue. We offered a year of opportunities for city employees to learn about and discuss racial equities that included a block club, racial equity issues, that included a book club, a live performance, panels and speakers, training, and an interactive website. And we showed employees that they are valued and appreciated by expanding the Star Awards employee recognition program to include team awards and managing 123% of the attendees nominated and approved for a Star Award. So those are just a few things. Look at the rest of them on our website. And I want to thank all of my colleagues and then also our great staff for all the work they do on behalf of the citizens of the city of Minneapolis and the people that work and visit our city. Councilmember Quincy.
Thank you, Madam President. I have just 2 quick announcements as we all try to celebrate winter and all the things that we have great going on in our city. Of course, I'm going to start with the annual Pearl Park Frost Fest down by the Hale Page Diamond Lake Neighborhood Association and the Minneapolis Park Board at Diamond Lake Road and Portland. And then also underway, the puck has dropped out at the U.S. Pond Hockey Championships on Lake Nokomis. And those activities are great fun to watch and to enjoy throughout the weekend. So if you're looking for who won the Golden Shovel in the various divisions, please check out their website at uspondhockey.com.
Any other announcements? Councilmember Cano.
Thank you, Madam President. I wanted to invite community members who are interested in looking at the issue of sanctuary cities to come to a meeting this Sunday at 4 p.m. at El Colegio Charter School. The address for El Colegio Charter School is 4137 Bloomington Avenue South. And so after the press conference that we had on Wednesday, I believe it was, discussing the city's response and the state's response to the new administration's threats to take money away from cities who are sanctuary status, protecting immigrants and refugees, we decided to call for a meeting this Sunday at 4 p.m. at El Colegio Charter School, where we will be bringing together the Latino, the East African community, and allies to discuss ways that cities can actually strengthen their sanctuary status like other cities across the nation are currently doing. Thank you.
Any further announcements? Seeing none, a motion to adjourn is in order, and it's a motion to adjourn to the MCDA Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Councilmember Goodman.
Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Minneapolis Community Development Agency for today, January 27th. The clerk will call the roll.
Commissioner Kano,
Present.
Reich,
Here.
Bender,
Here.
Yang,
Here.
Johnson is absent. Quincy,
Here.
Warsami is absent. Barbara Johnson,
Here.
Fry,
Here.
Palmisano,
Present.
Gordon,
Here.
Chair Goodman,
Present.
Missed me.
There are two items.
Glidden, I'm sorry. Commissioner Glidden is also present.
Sorry.
There are
I am
11
here.
11 members present.
There are two items on our agenda this morning. They include accepting the minutes of the regular meeting scheduled from November 18th, as well as approving the bond issuance through the MCDA for the Pillsbury Communities North Market Project, the grocery store in the 4th Ward. What is the commission's pleasure? Commissioner Fry?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Commission's pleasure is to approve both items 1 and 2.
Both items have been moved for approval. Comments? Council President Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to thank my colleagues for their support of this bond issuance for the North Market LLC project and staff's good work on this. We are going to have a grocery store in an area that's actually historically had a grocery store in this space. In fact, it was the first job I ever had. I worked in this store when it was a national tea store. That's how long ago it was. But it's very needed right next door to Hamilton Manor, which is a Minneapolis public housing high-rise in the middle of the community, right next to the beautiful new Weber Park Library that the county is building. So it will be a great boon to the community, as well as a plus for 44th Avenue North, which is a kind of a commercial corridor, and we're really looking forward to seeing this get off the ground. And so the city's issuing the bonds is going to give the jump start to be able to start construction. So thank you all very much.
Further comments or questions on the agenda? Seeing none, on Councilmember Fry's motion, the clerk will call the roll.
Commissioner Kano,
Yes.
Reich,
Aye.
Bender,
Aye.
Glidden,
Aye.
Yang,
Aye.
Quincy,
Aye.
Barbara Johnson,
Aye.
Fry,
Aye.
Palmisano,
Aye.
Gordon,
Aye.
Chair Goodman.
Aye.
There are 11 ayes.
Seeing no further business before the commission, we are adjourned.